Hey everybody, it's EJ from Get Your Grill On out here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Actually today I'm at home. Going to actually have to grill up a steak today. Due to circumstances beyond our control yesterday, was unable to do this yesterday. But Get Your Grill On is located at 5164 Virginia Beach Boulevard, Virginia Beach, Virginia. For you folks that are familiar with Virginia Beach Boulevard and Virginia Beach, we're just west of Witch Duck Road. We're probably about 700-800 foot west of Witch Duck Road. We're in the same building as Piano and Organ Warehouse next to Joe. We're right next door to Joe's Cap City, directly across the street from Haverty's. I'd appreciate you all coming on into the store and seeing us. What we're going to do today is we're going to cook a Worcestershire Tabasco marinated ribeye, and I'm going to cook it hot and fast on my Kamado Joe grill, and I'm going to actually mix in Tabasco wood chips into the smoker hot and fast to add that extra flavor. I'm also going to baste this ribeye with a mixture of A1 sauce and Tabasco, and that's what I'm going to baste it with as it's cooking. But what I want to go over with right now, I'm going to show you how we can quickly prepare and get our Kamado Joe grill ready for your cook. It's not that hard. All right, let's turn this camera. All right, there we go. I got to be hands-free with this, folks, so as you know, it takes two hands. It's very simple. Haven't used the grill for 2 days. I'm going to come in here just like this, shake off some of the free stuff off of the grill grates. I'm going to pick up my ring here, set it off to the side. Now my Kamado Joe has a charcoal basket. Now what I like to do, because that charcoal is still good, but there is a bunch of fine particulate down there that I want to get out of my way. So I have a container here, came from an old refrigerator, doesn't have to be anything fancy. You pick it up, shake it around a little bit. Now you take all that free stuff that's still good, dump it down here in a container. Now what I always do is I take a brush real quick and I knock down any excess debris still sitting here, knock it down in there. I'll actually leave this out for right now, and since I don't use my ash catcher shovel, I don't leave it in there at all times. You just simply slide it in, pull it back out, dump your ashes, you go back in again, get some more of it out. There we go. Now we have a nice clean chamber for plenty of airflow. My ash tool goes right down here underneath. I pick up my charcoal basket. I set it right in there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my ring here and go ahead and get it set. Sometimes when you go to put these in, you got to get them hooked in. Just pick this up. Now, get your ring set in there. Now what I do is I come back in with the new charcoal. Now what I do is I've got some of the bottom of a bag of Kamado Joe here, big block. I lay the new stuff on the bottom. Then I come in and I actually put on all the charcoal that is still good, that didn't get used in the last cook. There we go. Now my preferred way of lighting my grill is using a loofah lighter. What I tell people it is, it's a hairdryer curling iron on steroids. And because I'm going to be going hot and fast today at around 500 degrees, I'm actually going to pre-light 3 places of this charcoal. You have to excuse the Harleys coming home after their morning ride. So what we're going to do, this is a loop lighter, no on and off switch, but it has a button here that you have to hold down the whole time for it to work, which is a safety thing. And actually, we're just going to hold our loop lighter right here. Now the reason I like the loop lighter, it's nice, it's clean. To me, I seem to get the grill to be able to heat up faster than putting lighting cubes in and waiting for all that. Yes, personally I'm here a little bit longer lighting the grill, but I'd rather be here 5 minutes getting the charcoal lit using the loop lighter and having this thing coming up the temperature faster than putting in the lighting cubes and waiting for them to light and then the charcoal to start going. And as you can see already, we do already have a red glow down there. Can you see it? I don't have any assistance today, so I don't have anybody to operate a camera and move it in and out. But as you can see, what, 60 seconds in, we're already starting to get some nice burn, some nice lit charcoal. And I like to move it around in that first spot a little bit. Push that hot air down in different directions. I have learned with these loop lighters, try not to lay the lighter itself on the burning coals. The outer protector ring is aluminum, and it does start to melt when it gets a little bit above 1100 degrees. And when you've got live fire going with airflow, you're going over 1100 degrees. I've been using my loop lighter now for a year and a half. Now this second spot I'm going to light, what you're actually going to notice, it's going to light up even quicker. And that's because the loop lighter is already hot inside, and we're not having to wait for it to actually heat up before it starts putting that heat directly on the charcoal. And just so you know, I already have red charcoal down there. I know you can't see it right now, but I'm going to pull this big piece out of the way for a minute. I actually have burning coals already in the center of this grill at this lighting position. So I know you can't see over here because these coals are not glowing anymore right now, but they are starting to burn. I can see the glow down deep inside. And see here, this spot's already taken off. Now, like I said, I'm going to be going hot and fast. So I'm actually going to light off 3 places here on this grill. Because what we're going to do is we're actually going to be using those Tabasco wood chips today. So I want this whole basket blazing. And the only reason I want that is because on one side of this grill is where I'm going to throw the Tabasco chips. And when I throw those Tabasco chips in there, it's going to create this really, what appears to be pungent smoke, but the flavor it will impart on that ribeye steak is absolutely wonderful. Okay, see spot 2's going. A lot of times what I do then is I come back over here to spot 1 and I stoke it up again. See how quick? Look at that. So that was already burning. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to light me my 3rd spot. Got a bit of a triangle action going there. But I've learned on these Kamado grills, these Kamado Joe ceramic grills, on this Classic here, if I want to go hot and fast and I want to get my temperatures up quick, I try to pre-light 3 spots, just the way I'm doing now. And usually within about 15-20 minutes, I'm already up at about 350-400 degrees on this dome. Now see how quick that 3rd spot lit? That's because this loop lighter is extremely hot down there still. So your 1st spot always takes longer, your 2nd spot not so long, and your 3rd spot, as long as you don't turn it off, it only gets going really quick. Look at that. Come back over here real quick. Let's stoke this one back up. Look at that thing. Look at it raging. Stoke up your third spot. Now come back over here to the second one real quick. Let's stoke it up again. Now I know a lot of you people out there try to say, oh, this is way too much work. But for me, I've just learned that lighting this grill with my loop lighter, I actually get the grill up to temperature a lot quicker without, you know, instead of using the lighting cubes. Now I'm going to take this big piece because it was a little big, and I'm going to separate it. I'm going to throw it down in there. Now let's take this grill grate, and we're going to have one of them going nice and low. There it is. Now let's take the other one. And let's give a quick wipe down of our grill grates here before we start heating the grill up, because then what will happen is the heat from the grill will start to do the rest. Now just so you know, this is not a grill grate brush. This is actually a copper wire brush that I got from the hardware store, and I like it a lot better than those wire brushes they make for grilling, because I don't seem to have a problem with these bristles coming out. Alright, so what we got, people, is we've lit 3 spots on this Kamado Joe. So we went from an unclean grill, we cleaned it real quick, rotated the charcoal, we lit our charcoal, we've wiped out, we've got our grill grates in here in a position they'll be cooking in, and now we're going to close this lid and we're going to let it start warming up. We're going to come back to y'all here probably in about 15-20 minutes and see what the dome temp is on this wonderful Kamado Joe Classic grill.